Hey, so this article is titled, But I'm Tired. Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 to 29 KJV. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. I used to think that I had the most baggage in the world. I was absolutely convinced that I had indulged in more sin than anyone I knew and anyone that I would ever meet. I just thank the good Lord that I was wrong. But even if that were the case, His love and power goes deeper than any sin that I've ever touched. I had baggage when I came to the Lord. There's no doubt about that. Psalm chapter 55, verse 22 KJV. Cast thy burdens upon the Lord, and He shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. I was encouraged to write this article after many weeks of stress and confusion, because I'm a worrier. It's not something that I'm proud of, but it's true, and it's something that I'm working on. But I have noticed that the exact things I stress about after knowing the Lord are the same things I stressed about before knowing the Lord. Something isn't right, because Christ died so that we may have abundant life. And so the issue isn't about Christ taking our burdens, but more so us giving Him our burdens, and more importantly, us giving our burdens to the Lord and not taking them back. Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 16, KJV. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways, and see, and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest in your souls. But they say, we will not walk therein. I think we all know that baggage can come from every avenue, and that things can be considered baggage depending on the perspective. Our baggage can be sin. Our baggage can be certain circumstances. Our baggage can be carried down for generations. Even like for 4 generations before us. And the sin or the baggage being carried that long leaves the bags torn and covered with holes. But the baggage still manages to keep curses and anxieties to go along with them. Galatians chapter 6 verse 2 KJV. Bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ. Regardless of the baggage, it is time to give it to God and to leave it there. We have baggage because we are human, and if we didn't get a chance to experience the burden of baggage, then we would never get a chance to experience the sovereignty of God as He effortlessly takes our baggage and throws them in the sea of forgetfulness. Psalm chapter 68 verse 19 KJV. Blessed be the Lord, who daily loadeth us with benefits, even the God of our salvation. Selah. Sometimes when I think of the sins I struggle with, I become just plain old tired. When I'm encouraged to fight, I only think about how tired I am of fighting. Like, God, why can't this be done already? I'm tired of this baggage. The key is that if I'm still struggling, then that means my flesh is still in it. Because God has nothing to do with anything that is unclean or unrighteous. If something unlike Him is part of our lives, it is because we have a tight grip on it. When God deals with something, He deals with it and He crushes it. So when we hold on to baggage, it's essentially stepping on the toes of God and telling Him that we have the power and authority to deal with burdens even more capable than Him. Isaiah chapter 41 verse 13 KJV. For I the Lord thy God will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. We may not intentionally say this to God, but when we refuse to give our burdens to Him or rest at His feet, and we go to pick our burdens back up, we are saying that we would rather have them. And I'm guilty of this, although it wasn't intentional. But in the world, I was so used to operating with my flesh that I was conditioned to believe that I was in charge, making sure that everything was being handled. But in reality, I had no power. I had no power to deal with heaviness, and I don't have the power to deal with it now. But now that I know Christ, I am encouraged to do things the proper way. I now have the mind to pray to God, giving Him my burdens, regardless of what they are. I'm in no position to handle or become weighed down by them. 1 John chapter 5, verse 3 KJV. For this is the love of God, that we keep His commandments, and His commandments are not grievous. I want to honor our Father by showing Him that I trust and have faith in the fact that He will work things out with my best interest in mind. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7 KJV. Casting all your care upon Him, for He careth for you. Lord, please help me to cast all of my burdens unto you. I'm tired of the place where I am in you, and it's only because I'm holding on to my burdens. I need to give you these sins and not take them back as if I can handle them on my own. I need to give you my broken heart and allow you to mend every muscle, vein, and capillary connected. When I worry, stress, panic because of anxiety, I pray that you remind me of who you are rather than what my burdens are. I'm sorry for trying to do your job. I give you my secret sins. I give you my greatest fears. I give you the pain that runs too deep for me to even discuss. I give you all of my burdens, Father. Please help me, I beg of you. Amen. John chapter 14, 27 KJV. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, I give unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid.